Hello, this is Brian Schmidt with Brian Schmidt's Reviews about everything and anything. Today we're here talking about some innokin products. Right here we got the iTaste MVP2, and I'm going to do a little review on a couple of their other products too. I've had this product now for a little over 6 months. I think when I bought it, it was $65 or $69 and came with an iClear 30. I've had iClear 16s, I've had iClear 30s, I've had 30S's, 30B's. No offense to innokin, they all suck. So we're not even going to review any of their tanks because in my opinion, they're not even worth buying. So innokin need to come up with something new. As far as MVP2, they're still cranking these things out in all kinds of different colors and sparkling them up. When it really comes down to it, it's still not worth it. I think the originals are going from $30 to $60 right now. And you can get them fancied up for $60 or $70. But right now, as you can see, we got the Stellar dripper on here. That's going to show you the ohms and the battery level. So we're at 1.2 ohms. And then another click here is going to bring us to our voltage. And we're at 5 volts. I'm not sure this thing really puts out a straight 5 volts. Or its max is 11 watts. And the watts on this thing are not very accurate in my opinion. So I usually stick to the volts. Well, we're not really reviewing the Stellar, so, I mean, the flavor is still good, but the vapor output's just not there. This just doesn't have the power of a mechanical or even my Z-Max V3. That puts this thing to dust. I mean, honestly, I've had a lot more problems than good with it. So, I mean, I'm going to take the tank off here, show you a couple other things on it. Okay, and this is just a beauty ring, which is not really that beautiful. So, anyway, here's close up for any that you haven't seen it. Here's your fire button. Like I said, your watts, voltage, the puff counter, all that crazy stuff on there that you don't really need. As you can tell, this mod, since the day I bought it, these buttons kind of rattle around. That's a negative. Second thing, the center pin on here, it doesn't work with half the tanks. You have to get a pliers, or I've had to take the cover off myself and push the pin up, but it just keeps putting in. Even the tank that came with it, the iClear 30, put that bad boy on there and we get nothing. It doesn't read the tank. It gives us the non. So you gotta pull the pin up, adjust the pin, and it's all just kind of a pain in the ass. So for the MVP, I would say if you need a portable cell phone charger while you're vaping, this might be the mod for you. But if you're looking for a vapor hitter to run mods on, it's just not going to work for your drippers. It's not going to work for your K-Funds. It's not going to work good for anything but your basics, the iClears, the Kangers, and the Aspire tanks. So, kind of limited. Like I said, it makes a great paperweight, and you can also charge your cell phone with it. Another one of their crappy products that I just received is the innokin innokin. It's supposed to be a stainless steel juice holder. You got your tip here. You got a button on the back. I'll tell you first off, doesn't work very good with Max VG juice. It barely drips out. You gotta prime it a bunch of times. And second of all, I can't remember. It's a pretty small tank. I think you can get about 4 or 5 milliliters in there. But you only get about 3 or 4 milliliters out. It always leaves about a milliliter left, and it can't prime in pump it all out. So as far as carrying something like this around, it's more of a hassle. Thing weighs, it's heavy. It's probably a half pound. So I've seen no use for that myself. So as far as innokin and iTaste products go, I hope we can come out with something new. Thanks for listening to my review, and vape safe.